What we're going to do now is we're going to validate the email address. The reason I'm doing this is because someone's requested it, but also it's also a very useful thing to do, is to check that the emails that you have in your database are valid, basically. And what we're going to do, we're going to set it as a default as not, and then if there is there, then we're going to say yes. The reason I'm doing this is because if I had true or false, it wouldn't work that well, because I want to check for this field. So you'll see when I'll get to that bit, I'll show you what I mean. But let's now check whether we can do this. We'll set up a new user, and it should have that field. And then when we validate it, it should say yes, basically, instead of not. Or maybe yes and no would have been better, but yes and not, I guess we can do. Login. So sorry, not login. Let's register first. Seb. Let's do. Okay, sign up success, and then let's go here and have a look. Yeah, so we've got this now. So what I want to do now is to check for this in the profile and then validate the email, basically. So we'll do that next. Okay, I'm just going to update it quickly a few things. Just realised a few things that needed fixing. So if we go into the API and then user and then login, and then here we want to put a return statement so that if we don't get a user, then it still returns something. And what we want to do, if it doesn't match, we want to return something as well. So if do not match, I think there's another thing there, is there? Okay, yeah. And then we need to get rid of this bit, and we want to put that in there. And then in here we want to put that as well. We don't want to put, we shouldn't really put email, we should just say invalid credentials, because that's more secure, basically. Right, I think that's it. I wonder if any of the others don't have a return statement. They should have a return like this, because otherwise what would happen, this one needs a return as well, because otherwise it will just keep on executing the code if it doesn't have a return statement. Okay, so I just noticed that, so I need to update that. Quickly make a small improvement to this so that we put the local user in the global state as well, in the Redux state, so that we can use it anywhere, and then we don't have to keep on doing this pass cookies thing. So what we can do to do that is just get rid of this, and then we've got the local users here, and then we pass that local user to here, and then we can go into the dashboard, sorry, into the user action, and then go here and then get the user, and we can console log that user. Let's call it action user. And then if we go here, we can have a look at that. Let's quickly refresh that. So where is that user? Do we have it? No, we haven't logged in. Okay, right. Once we've logged in, what can we see here? Action. So we've got the action user there. So it hasn't got everything in there. But what we can do is we can then pass that user here. So we can say or user. And then it will, if it has the data, if it's got something back from the database, then it will present that. If not, then it will present the local user, which is, then we can pass this across our components. Now this still says DB user, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Reason being is because basically we want the DB user anyway, so that's what we would prefer. But if we don't have that, then we just want to show the local user, basically. So here we can just say header and then DB user, just make sure that we'll see what we get for that DB user. So, and this really shouldn't affect anything anyway. It just means that we don't have to keep on passing that cookies thing everywhere. Let's log in. Okay. So in the header, we've actually got the local user at the moment. But this one shows that we've got the other user. So yeah, so the DB user will have either, basically. That's what it's showing. Hold on, is this the header? No, this is the header, 38, and this is 30. Oh, hold on, 38. Sorry, that's that one. Okay, so then hopefully that makes sense. Now we can pass that DB user, because that's the one in the header. We can pass that across our components now. We're going to change this get server-side props into a Redux get server-side prop. So what we're going to do is push it to the Redux store straight away. So in order to do that, is we're going to type in Redux get server-side props, just R get server-side props. And then you get a component like this. You can change this to, say, rec. And then just get rid of that. We can load user here. And then we want the user.email. Just put a question mark. A question mark just to protect us. Say if it's not there, it does an error. And then user. That should work. Okay, then we want this. And then we want this to say rec. And then here we want a user. Before that, we need a const cookies parser. Cookies. Yep, equals pass cookies. Where is it gone? Okay, cookies equals pass. Don't know what happened there. No, that's fine. And then here we want const user equals cookies user. Let's put a question mark there so we don't error. Then if there is a user, we want a JSON pass that cookies user. And then if not, we want the session user. Okay, that should be working. Right, let's test this now. Let's log out, let's log in. Wrapper is not defined. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that. Okay, it's not found it, so we need to go up there and then import wrapper. Where's the store? The Redux store. Okay, Redux, and then store. Okay. Right, now let's see if this works. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's log in. Okay, so we logged in. It pushed us because we didn't push us to the login page because it didn't find the session for some reason. But anyway, now that should be working. Don't know why this bit didn't run, but anyway, it normally does. Oh, let's put a session here, then it should run. That's why it didn't run. Okay. Okay, so let's log in again. Hopefully that should push us to the right place this time. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Now is we're gonna make sure that once we log in, we get user back, and then we're going to use that to then do this basically, create a token. So we've done this before, no, not the reset token, sorry, the forget token. So we want to go here and create an email and send it like this, exactly the same way. And then that user can then use that token, retrieve the token to then verify the email. In a very similar way actually to the forget password route that we did before. So in order to do that, let's make sure that when we log in we get a user back. So let's log out, let's register some random person. Okay, sign up success, and then we got a user back. Okay, that's perfect. So now we can use this ID a bit in the same way as this to then, so here we want to be doing this. We want to be doing all of this. Yeah. So let's Control C that. And then we want to paste it in right there. Oops. So here, what we're going to do here, so we need this new user rather than this normal user. And then in the message, not reset password, to verify your email. Verify your email. Okay, so then that should, everything else should really be the same. I can't, oh, this should be not. Okay. Oh, this should then be valid email, valid token. I would say valid token. Or email token. Let's do email token, that's better. Token. Okay, that looks fine. Then user.save. Let's do new user.save. Then to user.email. New user.email. I think we can get rid of that. Should be new user here. Right, let's test this to see if it works. Oh, we don't have this actually in the model, so we need to do that as well. So let's go into the model. Then it's going to be basically the same one as this, so let's just copy that to here. Right, now let's test it. Let's sign up with Frogger. Right, hopefully that's worked. Okay, JWT is not defined, perfect. So go in here and get JWT. Wonder if it's going to need bcrypt as well. Let's just take. Oh, it doesn't. It's not. We're not using bcrypt here, so won't need that. So let's put that here. No, here. We're in the right place. Hold on. Oh yeah, we are in the right place. Right, hopefully that was right. Right, now let's do that. See what happens. Something's wrong again. Right, why is it wrong again? Unpromised suitable entity 422 422 422 422. Check your email. 422 user already exists. Okay, the user already exists. I think the last one might have went through. Yeah, I think it did. Let's change it to something else then. Not Frogger, Frogget. Sign up. Okay, that looks like it worked. that looks like it worked. Right, let's go in here and have a look at this Frogget. Right, so the email is not, the password doesn't have a token, unfortunately. Right, we need to find out why that is. Maybe server as well. Right, if you don't understand, I'm not going to be happy. Right, now it should work. Oh, I've already got something in there. Let's delete that one. Oops, I deleted the wrong one, but anyway. Because it already exists. Right, now. Right, that's worked. Let's go in here. Token, right. Now we're going to set up the email token row. So it's going to be pretty similar to this. Like we've got a reset token here. So let's just change this. And here we're going to put, should we do email token? Let's do email token. So email. And then after email, we do token. Technically they're both emails, but oh, the other one is password actually. Maybe we can just copy this component here actually. Control C, then paste. Okay, so we pretty much want to do, oh hold on, we've gone in the wrong place. Let's delete that first. Move to recycle bin, should be an API user. Move, just close this SRC folder. Then we want to copy this thing here into here and paste. Right, so this should nearly be exactly the same. So what we can do, we can just basically return here. It won't be exactly the same because there's passwords involved, but it will be nearly the same. We can just console log this token. And what I realized as well, actually, there's no absolute URL in the register bit, so we need to do that as well. We need to get that from here. So just copy and paste that into here. Right, now let's set up a real email. Delete here me from here, and then let's then email, do an email. So let's do a real email this time. Maybe I should do my other. I'm going to try a different email address. Let's do this one. Oh, I've already got that one in there, I think. Alright, let's just do, because it takes a bit longer to come through to Hotmail for some reason. Don't know why it does that. I think it's because of the token and the security, but let's just try anyway. I'll just have to stop the video if it takes too long. Right, so hopefully that worked. Let's see if we've got the user in here first. Yep. Now let's go into Hotmail and have a look if I've got the token. Right. Okay, let's go to the junk. Nope, it's not there. Inbox, other. Why didn't it come through? Send emails not defined. Okay. Perfect. Right, let's just delete this. Send emails not defined, so we can get that from here as well. Should have just copied this whole component. Right, now let's delete this. Oh, we'll delete it. Right, let's try this again. Where is it? Sign up. Okay, let's check the email. Hopefully that worked. Junk email. Let's try. I'm going to try my Gmail. Let me just delete the Gmail from here. Oh. But the verified, actually, let me sign in as a normal Gmail. So this is a social user, but let me just type in sign in as a normal credentials user. Okay, right, let's go into Gmail. I think that will come through, it just takes time. Oh, here it is. This one comes through straight away. Right, so now we need to set up this page where this goes. Where does it go again? Right, so it goes to the wrong place first of all. So we need to fix that. So let's do user email reset. Okay, right, that's better. Right, let's do that again. So I did get that actually, but it's just I think it took some time to come through. Yeah, it did. Right, let's do that again. Let's delete the user again from here. Refresh the page. Delete. Right, and then we would need to sign up again, I think. Go in here. Go in here. And then once we got that, we should get a password. Yep, we've got a password. Reset. Let's click on that. Okay, perfect. Now we need to retrieve this here and then send it to the backend, a bit like we've done with the password, reset password. What we do now is just basically create this page. So if we go into the front part, the client side, we've got this reset token here. So we just basically need to do exactly the same thing here, but with email. So if we type it, email, and then just copy and paste this, paste, and then this is going to be almost exactly the same. It's a good idea to rename this component actually. Sign in, it's still called sign in. Doesn't really like it when you do too many email reset. And then here, instead of saying reset, we want to say email. It's not actually email reset, is it? It's email confirm. Then is there anywhere else that we need that? I think that should be it. Right, now if we come to this page we should actually get this. Right, let's have a look. Should we refresh the page? Yeah, reload. See what we get. We still get that reset thing. Should we console log the token? Let's console log the token. Oh, it's already console logged. So let's inspect console. Okay, so we've got the token there. We need to send this token to the backend. We don't need to send any other password or anything. We can just send an empty object instead. Get rid of these, I think. Don't need them either. Don't need any of this stuff. Let's just... We might want to put a message here, but... So let's just get rid of that for now. Confirm token, confirm password, no, email. Might put a message here in a minute. Let's just see what's going on first. Right. So we've got the token. Have we sent the token to the... How do we... Oh, we need to submit to make that happen. We actually don't want to submit to make it happen. I'm going to try and do it automatically. Let's do a use effect instead of this handle submit. So let's not call this handle submit. Let's call it send token. cut and spell token. Right, and then send the token with the token. Actually, I think you just send it with the token. Let's do this token. Then don't know if we need to do this, but let's just do it anyway. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Right, hopefully that should work. Is it send the token? Send token, send token. Okay, and then we want this to happen if there is a token. Need to send the token basically. Right. Use effect is not defined, that's fine. Yeah, token. Oops. Nope, don't like it like that. I want it the other way. This way. Yep. Import. Right, okay, that's fine. Let's see if that works. Handle submit. Handle submit. Where is that handle submit? Don't think. Let's just get rid of this. Don't think we need that. And let's see. Handle submit is not defined. Number 67. Okay, so we've got the token now in the API, so that's perfect. So now what we can do is start having a look at this. So we don't need the password. We don't need this. Let's get rid of this for now. We don't need any of this. If there's not a token or the token is not correct, we want an error. Okay. No, actually, let's go here. So if not decoded, not sure if we did this in the forget bit. We should have, I think. Anyway, in the other bit. Where's that? Just copy this here, put it in here, and we can say no user found, or no token found, no token or user maybe. Let's just do no user thing, because I think that would do. And if there's not a token as well, let's do that. No token. And then we've dealt with both scenarios. Right. Should we try this? This should work. Hold on. Don't need to hash any passwords or anything. And this should be email token. Email token, yep. Change that to email. Okay, hopefully this should work. Let's have a look. Confirm email. Let's do a refresh. See what happens. Success and update the user. Decoded is not defined. Okay, let's just get rid of that then. That will do. Right, let's try it now. Success and updated the user. So, what have we got in there? Still saying valid email not. So we should have reset this bit actually somewhere. Has it got rid of this actually? Let me just check one more thing actually. Okay, he hasn't reset this either for some reason. It's because it's not recognizing the JWT, I think. Don't know why that is. We can sort that out in a minute anyway. But before we do that, we need to do, before we reset the token, we want to say user dot, where is it? User dot valid email dot yes. Then put that as a yes in a string. Right, that should work. Right, let's refresh this page, see what happens. Okay, it's not even getting to that bit for some reason. JWT malformed. Maybe, hold on. It's just a JWT error, it does that sometimes. I'm not 100% sure why it does it sometimes. Okay, so that must already be in here. Yes, there. Let's delete that. Hold on. Oh, so this did work actually. This is perfect. Okay, so I reset the wrong one. That's why it says JWT malformed. I think it's because I've done it twice. That's why I got that error. But anyway, it has worked. So you can see we now have valid email. That's perfect. So hopefully that now, and what we want to do as well in the profile, when we get to the profile page, we want to check if there's a valid email, and if there's not, we can send another token maybe or something like that. That's a good way to manage the token validity of emails. But yeah, we'll do that next. Now have a look at this user, the profile page. So we're going to set up a profile page. So let's log in first. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, right, sign in. If I can get the right password. Okay, then where do we want to go? We want to go. Now, obviously, we can use buttons to do this, and once we set up, I'm going to deploy use this for a real app. I'm going to start doing that as well, rather than going to here manually like this. But at the moment, let's just do it like this. Right, so now we're getting this user back. We can say if there's not a valid email, give the option to send another token, because we want to do that. So how are we going to do this? So let's first of all display the user in this page, the profile page. So let's close all this, close all, and then go to the profile page. Is that the profile page? No, that's the back part of it. That's the API part. Right, so in the profile page, what we need to do is we need to go, if there's a DB user, so DB user, and then if there is one, we want to, then this is built, we want to go typography, typography, let's spell it, right, let's do that, and then that, so the typography one, what's the first thing? We want db.name, dbuser.name. Let's do this another few times, just do email, and then then let's do valid email. Right, let's see what we get for that. Typography is not defined. Of course it's not. Okay, right, hopefully that should work. Okay, so valid email, is it not called valid email? No, it is called valid email, so I'm not getting any return for that. Valid email. It's weird. Should get, oh, maybe I should, I think that was spelled correctly. Right, okay, so now we've got that. So let's change this to no. Or was it not? I think it was not. That is comes in with, so valid email not. Right, let's have a look at now. Right, refresh the page. Oh, didn't update. Did I save this? Oh, I didn't save it. Right, it would help. Right, so if we got not, then what we want to do is we want to obviously set off another action, or no, actually display it here first, saying send another token maybe, or button. So let's just put a button in here. Send token. Don't know if this can actually work, but let's just try it. I don't think it will. For one reason, it's inside of the writing. Yeah, I thought so. Hold on. Oh, okay, it does work. Okay, that's good. Good to know. Right, so now we're going to have to set up an action to send off a reset token, basically. But yeah, hopefully that was helpful. Let's first of all, actually before I do that, let's go on submit, on click. Yeah, let's do that on click. Let's do handle click submit. Yeah, and then here we can go C function. Then let's call it send get token. No, send token. Yeah, send token. Let's just do that. No, we've already got something called send token. It's a reset token. Let's call it reset token. Email reset token, or email reset. Let's do email reset. Oh, actually, we've got to call it handle submit. Let's call it something more descriptive. Right, in here, we want to do console log, and just submit, so we know we're here. Right, let's try that. Right, submit. So we're in here, so we can use this now to send a request to the backend with the user to send a token. So a bit like actually we did here in the register bit. So it's basically going to be this exact thing. So let's do this now. Copy, paste, I guess. Paste in here. Paste in. Right, hold on. Let's make sure that we're in the right place. If you forget where you are, then go here and have a look, because yeah, that's just a tip that I always do, because it is a bit strange in Next compared to like other, like MERN stack, for example. You can easily forget where you are because it's all bunched together. Anyway, let's just go in here. Then instead of register, what do we want to call it? Let's call it email reset. Oh, actually, haven't we already got this, or is it something different? Oh, actually, it's a little bit different. So yeah, it's different actually. Email reset. .js, okay. then when we don't want any of this, we just want the user. Let's delete this, I think. Actually, we might need some of this. Let's go in here. Rec. Let's do return, and then before we return, we want to get the rec.body. So let's do clog. Rec body. Right, let's send the user in the body, so we can do that. Where is that in the profile? The submit bit, in the email reset bit. So I think, have we done something similar here? Let's try it. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, that looks fine. And then instead of that, we want it to say email reset. And we're sending the DB user. Let's just send the whole user. Seeing as we got it. We need that config, otherwise it's gonna error. Config, let's get that here. Okay, right, let's console log the. No, we don't need to console log the data. I don't think we're going to get any kind of significant response at the moment. Right, now, where are we in here? So let's delete that, I don't think we need that. Before we do this, let's make sure that we're in here first. Let's put it right at the top. Right, let's try that. Send token. Right, Axios is not defined. Perfect. Just bring in Axios. Yep. Right, do it again. Right, that's worked. So we've got the DB user in the back end here. Perfect. DB user dot email we want. Then everything else should really be the same. So it's still not in the back end, so let's try this now. Let's we've got the right thing. Let's send the token. Email reset. Pressable support entity. Okay, if user, no, we don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. We don't want to hash any of the password or anything. We just want to do this type. Let's do something. Let's do H. Find new user and replace it with just user. And that should fix all of those. Good. Right. Now let's try it. Do that again. That looks like it worked. Okay, looks like that's sent. Let's go to my Gmail. I think that's 0 minutes, so that just came through. Confirm email. JWT mail form. I don't know why it keeps on doing that, but it should have reset the back. Yes, so it has. It's worked. I don't know why it keeps on giving this JWT mail form. I need to figure that out, but it's working though. It said not, and it just updated to yes. So that's perfect. need to figure out this JWT malformed thing. But other than that, I mean, it's working. One thing that I want to do actually here, where is it? In the profile. Let's go back to the profile here. Token. So I only want to do this if the valid email is yes, isn't it? No, if it's yes, then I don't need to show this. So let's go back here. So at the moment it shouldn't be shown. So it shouldn't be, if it's not, that's fine. But if I refresh this, it's changed to yes, but it shouldn't show this button. So let's do that. So let's copy this and put that here. What we want to do is we want to say yes if it's triple equals yes. No, if it's not, then we show it. If it's yes, then we don't show it, basically. So hopefully this should work. I mean, this is not a good idea using this button inside of typography, but it looks okay, and I'm not too bothered about that for the moment. Let's change it to say not, and then it should hopefully disappear. I mean, reappear. Update. Good. Right. So everything is working actually. It's perfect. Now is do a link to the profile page. So what we're going to do is we're going to surround the name with that. So this is the name. So we can change this to a button. The color we want it to be inherit. Okay, this for some reason hasn't changed, so let's change that. Okay, we want to wrap it in a link tag. I don't think I've got a button right there. This should just be a slash. And this one should be src slash user slash profile. Okay, that looks good. We log in. Why is it not logging in? Really baffled. Right, that's logged in now. Right, so now if I click on this, it should take me to the profile page. Right, so that's done. Okay, this JWT malformed error, I think it could be because of this. So the social user, the secret, should be different to the credentials. And the reason being is because it's kind of stored differently in the cookies. So, and I had a deployed app where I changed this and then the error went. So hopefully that should sort the problem. If it doesn't, then we'll have to try and do something else. But in the meantime, you just need to get this secret and put it in the environment file and just put another random piece of string next to it equals a random string. So let's do that actually. So if we go here, we can go like this and then equals and just put a random string and then that's it really. Okay, what we're going to do now is create a wrapper for our components to check if we're authorized, and we can just call it auth wrapper. So let's go in here and we can create a component called auth, and then we can call it wrapper. There is a store wrapper as well, so it might seem a little bit confusing, but I think, you know, there's only one. A lot of people call their components index. So, right, so with this auth wrapper, what we want to do is create something. Let's create the wrapper, and then we need to get children here. And then we want to, so we're going to take the component as a child, and then we're going to put it in here. And then call this wrapper. No, not wrapper, children, sorry. And then we need to then get rid of this. And then next of all, what we need to do is get the various things we need. So where can we go? Should we go in the dashboard? I think the dashboard's got it. So we need these things. Right, let's see. And then what do we need? Pass cookies and stuff. Pass cookies. So this is like a higher order component kind of. And then I think I need this. And then what else do we need? We need the router, so next router. Okay, what else can we use? Okay, we've got that. Need the router here. Oops, put that in the wrong place. Should be in here. And then let's go to the header. We can get this. Right, so if there is no user, we can just basically push away from here. So let's do that. Use effect. Okay, we need to import this use effect. And then what we need to do is we need to say if not user, then we need to push away. So we want to push to the src user/login so that they can log in. Okay, and then what we need to be looking for here is the user. Okay, I'm not sure if we need the router there, but we can put the router there as well. Don't think it makes any difference, but the user definitely we need to look out for. npm run dev. So what we can do, we can create a component for this to be used on. Can we use, oh, we've already got some stuff in there, so I don't want to use it on that one. Let's just create one and let's call it let's call it alpha.js. Right, nafce. Okay, and then let's import that thing that we just made. Import. Let's call it a wrapper. Oh, we've got two wrappers. Oh no, that's fine. I'm saying we've got two wrappers and it's going to be confusing, but actually it wasn't too bad. Okay, let's have a look. Localhost 3000. Right, so let's first of all, let's see if we can go to that page. User/alpha, I think it was called. Don't think we can we? Oh, it's not found it. src/user/ oh, I think we've put it in the wrong place. It should be in this folder here, but now it should be there. Okay, so we've pushed away from that page, which is what we was expecting. Let's log in and then see if we're pushed away from that page. src/user/author. Okay, we've got to that page, but that's because we're logged in. And then if we log out, what's going to happen? We're still there, so we can push away from that page then. What we want to do here in this login, whenever you get a new page like this, in the bottom bit, you want to put in this, so then it gets the session a little bit quicker. But I mean, it's worked anyway. That's the only thing that we needed to do. The next what we're going to do is then change the header. So in this header, let's get rid of this. We need to add a few things. Let's do a use state. Okay, and then we want is logged in. Then we want this to say true to begin with. And right, if there is a user, so here if there is a user, we want to actually, let's do this in a new use effect, because it might interfere and then we might get some errors. So you can have lots of these use effects if you want. If there is a user, then we want to set this to true. Set logged in to true. So we need to put is logged in here. And then if there isn't one, we want to set it to false. So here we can say false. That should then fix this. So when we log out, it should then push us away. I think it's already pushed us out, so let's do that testing again anyway. So src/author. Okay, so it should, we're going to be taken there. Get session is not defined. Okay, it's not defined because we've brought that in here. Okay, and then refresh. Okay, so we're here. That's good. Everything's looking good. Then if we log out, we should be pushed away. Which are we? No, we're not pushed away. Okay, for some reason we're pushed away. Oh, we haven't done any router.push. So here we need to say, where are we? So here we need to say, if not user, then router.push. In a bit, I think it's going to basically be this. If not user, router.push. There. So then, if we do that, it should be fine. Okay, right. So it has pushed us away. Sorry. And then let's log in again and do that again. That test. Right, so we logged in, let's log out, and we've been pushed away. So that's perfect, that's working. So going forward, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up this to really create an app, and the app that I'm going to choose to use or create is something that really helped me when I was learning. So I'm going to show it to you. So it's in MERN-stack, but I'm going to convert it to basically the Next.js and use a MERN-stack style, because we can still use the MERN-stack style, but it's going to be slightly different. And you know, I'll check out some of his content. And there's another guy who's like Brad. I think everyone follows him. I would recommend him as well. So this app here, I want to build up my own kind of version of this.
Absolutely. In the beginning, I was doubtful too.
So
Hello everyone, and
it won't be exactly the same. So I did rebuild this several times myself in different kind of formats, just to kind of learn, and I think it's a great learning thing. And I'm going to apply this project, this boilerplate, to other projects as well. But I think it's best to start with this one. It's a good learning project. I learned everything that I knew from here. So, well, actually, I learned a lot of places, but this is probably the one where I felt like I gained the most from. So I think this will be good for my viewers as well, hopefully. Useful. Don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment. All of this helps the channel, and in the words of one of my favourite characters from one of my favourite films, help me, help you. Help me, help you. That's from Tidwell in Jerry McGuire. So, see you soon in the next video.